What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be breaking down brush piles, what they are, where they go, why the fish use them. We'll go in depth on what it is, so stick around and check this out. To start off, what is a brush pile? A brush pile is any sort of structure or cover that someone has placed in the water, particularly trees. It can be a Christmas tree, it can be a small tree, and it can be a giant tree. And I'll show you guys here in a minute. But people cut those down, or like I said, throw in their old Christmas trees and put them in the water, and they'll place them in strategic locations on the lake or in the lake at certain depths to help attract fish. And what happens when you do that is you create structure for the fish to ambush prey. The whole point of doing that, again, is to have a location where you can go and the fish are going to be set up, especially on herring lakes in the southeast here. Brush piles, especially in the summertime, play a key role on where the fish are going to be. And ultimately, the bigger the brush pile, the better it is. Let's go take a look at what a brush pile looks like before it's sunk. All right, guys, so this is what a brush pile looks like. As you guys can see here, it just looks like the forest, but these are big, tall trees. And as you guys can see here, as we zoom in, you guys can see that there's two trees cut off right there. And what people do, like I said, is they'll chop down these tall trees and then drag them out into the lake out here. And they're pretty big. I mean, these trees are 40, 50, 60 feet tall. They've got, you know, all their leaves on them and everything. So now that you guys have seen where that comes from and how that's done, let's go out here and take a look at what a brush pile looks like under the water. Welcome underwater. This is a perfect example of a brush pile that I was able to find on the bottom of the lake. As you can see, it's a pretty substantial pile. It's got a lot of limbs and leaves and branches that those fish can use to hang out in and ambush prey. But if you look closely, you can see the little white dots or white bluish dots that are swimming around this tree, proving that there's a ton of fish on this particular pile. And again, just confirming that these fish will utilize this structure, especially in the summertime in the southeast, to hang around in a little bit cooler water and ambush prey. Here we have a strategically placed brush pile that's right on the ledge or edge of a point. As you can see, it dips off, so those fish can move straight into deeper, colder water and then come back up to feed. And as you can see, this pile extends right up almost to the surface of the water. Now that I've explained what a brush pile is, where it goes, what it looks like underwater, hopefully now you guys can understand what that looks like and start to go look for them with your sonar in the lake around you. They're a supreme piece of cover, and the fish definitely use them, especially this time of year on those, you know, when they get deeper down in the water column, in that cooler water, and they use it to ambush, like I said, herring or threadfin shad. But go graph around in your lake, especially if you're in the southeast. I guarantee you'll find a few, and the fish love to use them. You can use a number of baits to catch those fish over those brush piles. Maybe I'll do another video on just the baits used for brush pile fishing, because you can't use anything, and certain things definitely work better. But hopefully you guys learned what a brush pile is, so that you can start looking for them to catch more fish. I guarantee you'll catch more fish if you start fishing some brush piles. But thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, and I'll see y'all in the next video.